Hey guys, it's Diana. Welcome back to my channel. So it's been a month now since I've been living in Berlin, and I wanted to talk about some of the cultural differences that I've noticed between North American culture and German culture, because I've noticed a couple of things here and there that I want to talk about that it's just different from the way that people do things back home. So again, this is based on Berlin because that's where I live, so I can't say this applies to all of Germany because I don't know, but this is just based on my experience here. And also I'm from Toronto, Canada, so I think the US and Canada, we have very similar cultures, so if you're from the US, you'll probably understand what I'm saying and you know the comparisons I'm making. So far, loving Berlin. I cannot stress that enough. If you guys follow me on social media, all I can talk about is how happy I am here, and I think it shows because I cannot get this stupid smile off of my face. I freaking love it here. Josh and I are having the best time. So yeah, Berlin is freaking awesome. We love it. Let's jump into the video because I think my camera's gonna die soon and I want to talk to you guys. So let's do this. All right, the first thing that I've noticed is that people here, they don't really understand the concept of small talk. So what I mean by that is they will not make the effort to ask really meaningless questions like how your weekend was, or how are you, or just like little questions that really don't mean anything. And I love that because small talk is one of those things that makes my skin crawl. Like, I just hate small talk. I think it's so awkward and it's so forced. So at work, for instance, people don't care to ask how your weekend was. And I feel like at home, people always feel the need to ask these things, even though they probably don't care how your weekend was. So it kind of avoids the pointless conversations and you can get into like real conversations and just, you know, forget the small talk, and people here just don't do that, which is awesome. The only time that this is a little bit more difficult is when you're trying to get to know people and you're looking for like one sentence answers, but because they don't understand the concept, if you ask them a simple question, it could turn into like a 10-minute, 20-minute conversation about it. So that's the only thing where it gets a little bit tricky because they don't understand that concept, but it's actually pretty funny. So yeah, that's one of the first things that I've noticed. The second thing that I've noticed is that people here, at least in Berlin, they are not fazed by the word fuck. You will see that word everywhere on t-shirts, on hats, and people will like blurt it out at the most random times, and they say it with so much passion, but they're not even angry. They just say it. They just add it to a sentence like it's nothing. And for me, I'm like, whoa, is that person okay? Like, what's going on? But here they just blurt it out and it's not an issue, and I think it's hilarious. So I just don't think they realize like how strong that word is, because to them they just add it to everything, and for me it's like so funny. I love it. The third thing is that people here, at least again in Berlin, they're not as addicted to their phones. They don't have technosis like people back home do. I feel like everybody around me in Toronto was constantly on their phone. You know, if you go to a restaurant, people are still on their phone, and if you go to a concert, people are taking a video of the concert and not actually watching the concert. They look at their screen, whereas here, people don't do that. I've been to a concert here, I've been to restaurants, and people just don't have their phones out. They just put it away and they don't feel the need to document everything. They just really like living in the moment, which is awesome. But it's still like hard for me because I definitely have technosis and I want to like snap everything and like document everything, of course, because hello, I do YouTube, but I just love documenting my life. But here people are just very chill about their phone. I bet you they could leave it at home and they wouldn't even care. Meanwhile, I'm like having a panic attack if it's like, you know, a couple of steps away from me. So I'm very, very addicted to my phone, and I feel like in general, people in North America, we just have a lot of technosis. So yeah, that's the third thing. And then the fourth thing that I noticed, and the last thing I wanted to talk about, was people are very, very chill when they go to restaurants. Going to a restaurant here is like a 2-hour event at least. People take their time, They like to talk to you and they like to eat their food slowly and enjoy the ambiance, and the service is much slower, whereas at home it's very, very fast. You know, the server is trying to get you your food as soon as possible, get you out and move on to the next customer, and it's more of a rush. Meanwhile here it's like very relaxed and chill, and I need to get used to that because Josh and I were like eating super quickly. We just don't take time to like chill and enjoy our time there. And the person who was there before us, they end up leaving after us. And as soon as we're done eating and as soon as our plates are empty, we're like looking for the server and we're trying to pay. So we just need to relax and become more European that way and just take it easy. So yeah, those are the 4 things that I've noticed since moving here. If you guys have anything that you want to share, any cultural differences, specifically if you live in Germany or you've been here, definitely leave it down below because I love learning things from your point of view. And I also wanted to say thank you so much for all the amazing tips and all the support that I received in my previous video, which was my vlog of when I moved here. You guys left such awesome tips and were super, super helpful. So thank you so much. You guys are the best. And that will be all for today. Again, thank you so much for watching, and I will talk to you guys very, very soon. Bye. That was such a fail. I think I'm gonna leave that in.